I think it's time for me to scoot on down to the other end of the couch so you can take my place on the hot cushion. Today, I'm going to discuss your fantasy football footprint, follow it up with some questions. Please keep in mind that I'm going to be very direct to the point and brutally honest. And the questions are not necessarily going to be easy. Sam, is that okay?
I don't really have much of a choice, so let's do it.
That's true. Before we get into the meat of this potato, I'd like to ask just a few questions about you. What is your favorite way to start dialogue for a dynasty fantasy football trade?
It's almost always with a DM first, regardless of how well I know the player. I'm usually not too much of a cold offer, kind of a straight cold offer with no dialogue. I might send it with dialogue, but there's almost always dialogue first.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much spam any offer I can possibly think of and hope I get some traction. But no, okay, so whereabouts you live in this world?
I live in Wisconsin, about an hour south of Green Bay.
Beautiful. I turned 21 in Madison, Wisconsin, which brings me to my next question. I'm a beer guy and I brew my own beer here in Texas. So, what was your favorite beer when you turned 21?
Probably Spotted Cow.
Okay,
It's
New
it's
Glarus.
yep, New Glarus. It's here local in Wisconsin, not too far south of Madison, but it's a hometown beer here in the state, and it's been a long time favorite for sure.
Yeah, Line and Kugels is what I turned 21 on. It was good
There you
stuff.
go. Another
Yeah.
good Wisconsin beer.
Yep. So obviously you've been playing fantasy football a long time. What is the perfect number of PPR points?
Um, I'm partial to the tiered PPR. So zero point 0.5 for wide receiver, 1 for running back, 1.5 for tight end.
Beautiful. Yeah, I like those tiered PPRs as well, but the answer was 0.875. That
Okay,
would be
that makes
correct.
sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So final intro question. What is your favorite part about fantasy disc golf?
Fantasy disc golf?
Mhm.
Oh man, my favorite part is I didn't even know it existed until now, but now I want to learn.
Yeah, I like that you can earn points for selecting the best performing golfers at many of the PDGA's best events.
I did just see a video going viral of some guy hitting a crazy shot to force a playoff in some disc golf tournament recently. I saw that video making the rounds on ESPN.
Yeah, rattle the chains.
Yep.
That was the rallying cry.
All right. Well, now it's time for the hard hitting analysis and drama laden questions. Are you ready?
Definitely.
Question number one. When you are writing for RotoViz, you write a lot of right content. Rightfully so, you left little to the imagination. If it were up to me, I would recommend to all people that they get down with you to read your thoughts. The Konami code for two players is up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, select, start. What is the name of the comedian who said this joke? Right now, I'm having amnesia and deja vu at the same time.
That is a great question. I'm going to go with Rich Rebar as the Konami Code Fantasy Analyst. But beyond that, that's about as far as I got.
All right, well, that would be Stephen Wright, who would say in his dry sense of humor.
Right now I'm having amnesia and deja vu at the same time.
Question number two. In the world of business, there is a moniker that nice guys always finish last. If that were actually true, then you would certainly finish 12th of 12 in a 12-team fantasy football league. Jeremy would win, and I would come in third, somehow being edged out by someone like Shane, who pretends to be mean just enough to beat me. In a 12-team fantasy league, who is the best tight end for the Los Angeles Chargers?
For the Chargers this year, it's a good question because they shipped off Everett to the Seahawks, I believe. Did they not? So is Tyler Higbee still floating around on their roster?
Uh,
Oh, I'm thinking of the Rams, the Chargers. Sorry, my apologies. Look at that. The hard hitting analysis got me. Definitely going to go with Jared Cook this year for the Chargers.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Jared Cook is the correct answer.
Man, definitely
Okay.
got me stumped there. I
He,
was thinking of I was totally gone.
Jared Cook is never the correct answer, but in this
Well
case it
played,
was.
Kyle. Well played.
Okay, question number three.
His delivery has got me all thrown off, and I love it.
If you were able to guess the answer to this question, what would it be?
7.
Five would be the correct answer. I also would have accepted Jared Cook.
Okay.
Very close. I'm going to give you 3/4 of a point for getting a number because, I mean, I could have been anything there, and I had
Right.
five. So that's beautiful, all of it. All right, so we got 1 3/4 points. We might have a chance at a real victory here.
Oh
So,
no.
Question number 4. This year, I am on track to win all my leagues. I have thoughts of running the table in Safe Leagues Dynasty 289-Premium, open parentheses, SF/TE, close parentheses. I had hurdles in that league to start the 2020 season, but ultimately sprinted to the front to be first on race day. In 1981, the movie Chariots of Fire had a very recognizable theme song. How many Oscars did the movie Ben-Hur win?
4.
It was 11.
Definitely not. Well, if I would have combined 4 with my previous answer of 7, I would have been right, but
Very
that's okay.
true. And I think that, rationalizing an answer like that gets you a quarter of a point. So I'm going to go ahead and round that off to 2 out of 4.
Feeling generous
That was
tonight.
excellent.
Man, it was just his birthday, so he's in a good mood.
That's right. You are going to have some prior Dynasty Self Help guests coming and showing up with pitchforks and torches.
I was going to
though,
say,
because-
I feel like he's normally not this generous. I must be doing something right.
I think an average score is somewhere between 0 and a half a point.
Okay, man,
So you killed it.
there we go.
But thank you for your time. I appreciate your candid and truthful answers and my insightful and hard-hitting analysis.